Hey, it's time to dish with D. That's me. Did I scare you? I was trying to. Hey, how's it doing? It's Friday, folks. Yes, Friday. I don't have a Food Finds Friday up for today. Yeah, I haven't been to the store. I haven't found anything fun. So I'm sorry to disappoint you. But know this. I believe next week there should be a trip to Trader Joe's and Sprouts in my future. So buckle up, because it's pumpkin season here. I know everybody's posted pumpkin videos, but I haven't. So I mean, I've posted pumpkin cooking videos, and I've been trying to share, and I don't think I did yesterday, my pumpkin greatest hits. Well, it's still pumpkin season. It's not like I have to do it all this week. Dish with D's pumpkin greatest hits are coming to you. I will post one today. What didn't I post yet? I posted the muffins. Oh, maybe the loaf I'll post today if I remember. I go into work, so. But what did I want to? What did I talk about today? Well, I talk really fast. Everybody asks, not you guys. You guys kind of, well, maybe you guys once in a while, but most people in the world, when they hear you lost weight, especially when they hear you've lost over 100 pounds, they automatically assume you've had weight loss surgery. And I get that, because 9 times out of 10 you have. So I get that. But they always ask, oh, why Weight Watchers? So this is my Why Weight Watchers vlog. Because it's interesting. Like there's a lot of things out there in the world to do. But why Weight Watchers, Denise? Why were you successful on Weight Watchers? These are very good points. I mean, sometimes are like not always easy to answer because you're not really always sure. But Weight Watchers has been around. I originally started, and you're gonna laugh, 1989. I was in my 20s, like early 20s. We went as a family, my sister-in-law, my mother and I. We all had, weight issues. And we needed to all lose weight, obviously. It's a genetic thing, apparently. And my light's on, it's a little foggy out today. So that was my first foray into the dieting world. I really, again, never thought I'd look bad. I was never told I looked bad. But we knew, my mother knew, I guess, that, we need to lose some weight. She had been on one of those fad diets where you drink the shakes when my brother got married. I remember that. That would have been in the late 80s. Probably would have been a few years before. She had gone to one of those, the doctor, MedFast it was called. That's it, MedFast. And she had done that. I think she lost like 50 pounds. And I remember all the weird food she was eating was like really strange. So we went with Weight Watchers, and we all did well. I think I lost then like 30 pounds. I didn't stick with it. Never went back. I never really tried anything else. I mean, I think I tried to do Slim Fast for a while, and I like to eat. So that didn't work. I think that lasted a day, maybe 2. Then you do that diet, that 5-day diet where you eat the hot dogs and the ice cream, and there's certain things you have to eat on certain days. I did that. But that's, again, it's a quick loss. You don't really sustain it. Did that. But there was Atkins. I mean, I looked at all the materials, never thought, never was into it. Did Weight Watchers a few times now later in life. But like there's keto. I looked at the keto plan because you could eat all the meat you want. How wonderful is that? Yeah, but I like bread and pasta. I'm Italian, so I knew in my world keto wasn't going to work. Too restrictive. I need something that I could live with. And I did teeter with the weight loss surgery idea. I did. And then I hear now this is just what I hear. I mean, a few friends of mine, I should say friends, but people I knew in the area had it. And my husband was not happy with the results. One woman died. So and he was kind of like, I really don't want you to have that. And he's just very, what's the word I'm looking for? I can't think of the word looking for. He's like, he hears that and then he's done with it. He doesn't hear the positive, he only hears the negative. So, and I was, I don't know if your insurance covers it, and I didn't really want to get that. And that's just and I see there was a woman at school. I don't think she watches my channel, and she had it. I didn't think she even had that much to lose, and it was like what she had to go through. It was like you had to lose so much weight prior to the surgery. Like, if I could sit there and lose it prior, I might as well just keep losing it and not need the surgery. That made me laugh. You have to lose so much weight before the surgery. I'm like, really? Because I came out of nowhere. I'm sorry. I hate sneezing when I drive. Ugh. So that always made me laugh. Oh, you have to lose weight before the surgery. Well, I'm having weight loss surgery. I'm not quite sure how that goes, but there was just too much going on, and I thought and so instead of like starting then, I went back to Weight Watchers, and I liked all the plans at the beginning. I did. I mean, I lost 50 on Points Plus. I lost 50 on Smart Points. I lost 50 on Freestyle. Freestyle I continued to lose though, but so I had success with every plan they had. Again, if you follow the plans, you will lose weight. And what I liked about it, well, even now, even more than I did back then, it's, especially involved with Freestyle, that was 0 Point Foods and the free style. So I love that word, free. You're free to have style in your food because they're letting loose on some things. And I embraced that because I thought to myself, I could live with this. I could live with this. And people are like, well, what about counting calories? Now, I don't want to blame people who count calories. I don't. But why I don't personally count calories? It's too much work. And I love when people say, oh, I'm counting calories, like it's something new. You've been able to count calories since the dawn of time. So I think what makes Weight Watchers so different is they simplified it. They simplified calories into points. And that's, again, I need simplification. I'm a simple person. If you don't know me by now, I'm simple. So I need something simplified in order for me to do it, it has to be simplified and easy. And that's what Weight Watchers is. Now, before you say it, if you're not following the plan the way it's written, bad things will happen. You might gain weight, you might not lose weight. There's issues, and people want to blame the plan instead of blaming themselves for not following it correctly. So I'm putting that out there, and because I followed it correctly, and I lost at a healthy clip. I'm living proof that the plan works. I am, and I'm living proof that you could sit there, follow it, and lose weight. I'm not going to sit there and say it's not if you're not losing or you're gaining, it's not always the plan's fault. Sometimes it's our fault, and it's hard for us to admit that we're messing up because. I mean, you saw my video on lies. Lies we tell ourselves. Go! Holy cow! Let them all turn. Yeah. See, this is why people love my car vlogs. People, idiots like that. Everybody turns to. Well, guess what? We'll miss the light. All right. Sorry about that. I don't even remember the tangent I was on. They want to blame the plan instead of blaming it's human error. It's always 9 times out of 10. It's always human error. We are not following it the way it's written. I mean, can you get away with it most times? Sometimes, sure. But you know what? If you're having issues, I always say, are you honest tracking? Are you eating enough? Are you eating the right foods? You can't fill your points, and I say this all the time, and I say it, with junk. We love junk. I love junk. I do. I swear I do. But realistically, is it good for your body? If you want to embrace the healthy lifestyle, you have to embrace it. And that means we put junk at bay. I'm not saying give it up completely. Oh, no. No. We don't give it up completely. We just put it in a perspective of treats. We don't have junk every day. I don't think we should. I don't think our body deserves it. A few times a week, absolutely. I'm not sitting there telling you not to have chips. I have chips a few days a week. I don't have them every day. I really have nothing stayed like the same thing every day. I kind of veer off, especially when it comes to treats and what I like to call junk food, which is pointed food. Like, that's why there are 0 Point Foods. Those foods they want us to gear our lives to. That's why they're 0 points, because they're healthier, better options. So if you could steer on I'm not sitting there saying have an all-day buffet with them. Keep them, of course, because they have calories, in perspective. that makes sense. Because I've kind of lost my train of thought. But yes, that we have, like, if you're on blue, you have 23 points. I have 16 on purple to fill in the gaps of the 0-point foods. Do they want me eating chips and a couple cookies? No, they don't. But people will say, well, it fits within my points. Sure it does. I'm not going to sit there and say it doesn't. But realistically, is that the best choice for your body? Probably not. But like I say, once in a while, it's good. You got to keep, we're human and you got to have these treats. But I'm just saying on a daily basis. Like every day I have to have chips. Every day I have to have cookies. You don't. And we have this discussion on my live lesson about sugar being very, like, when you detox, sugar is like a drug. At least it was for me. When I detoxed from it, kind of went cold turkey for about a month and a half, I didn't crave it as much. Let me tell you something. It helps because I don't have that gnawing feeling. I mean, I still want it, don't get me wrong, but there's not the gnaw where I sit there and I legit be laying in bed thinking about it because I wanted it that bad. Or I would actually sneak downstairs maybe to grab a mouthful because it's the next day I can grab a mouthful of this or that. But yes, I definitely, that is the reason I chose Weight Watchers. It was a more sustainable plan lifestyle. Out of everything out there, it's something I could live with for the rest of my life. And that's what you want to think about. You want to jump to the future and say, what could I do now that I can do then? Because then it's going to be here really quick. And then what are you going to do? You can't go back to eating the way you were if you lost the weight and say, well, I got the weight off, I can just do what I want. No, that's how the weight comes on. And trust me, people will tell you who have gained weight back, it's exactly what happened. Especially like the emotional eaters, especially during COVID, COVID is very, very frightening for some people. It really is, and was and is. And that food was their comfort. It's hard. It's hard to find another comfort other than food because food is always reliable. Always shows up when you need it. And usually delivers. So you just have to weigh the pros and cons of all these different plans out there. And like I said, you have to fully commit. What'd I say? Fully commit. That's a hard one. That is a hard one because we commit, but do we fully commit? Do we give 150% to our plan? I don't think a lot of us do. I don't. I didn't up until after I lost I was at the 75 and 80, then I really fully committed because I got to that point. I've never lost 80 pounds. When I got to 80, I knew I wanted to get to goal because I got that far and I knew I needed to go further. So, and let me tell you, sometimes that's what drives you. It's the successes you see. Make small goals, achieve them, and when you achieve them, great things happen because you're in that mindset and you're positive and you're just so geared to doing it. Nobody can do it for you. Nobody can write you a plan. You have to write your own plan and you have to do it for yourself. Listening to me helps, but you have to want to do it. You have to have that inside you, that fire. And I hope I light that fire because that could happen, but you have to take that flame, you have to run with it. And I know you can. I know we all can. Like you said, if I can, anybody can. And that is the truth. God's honest truth. I sit here and tell you this because I was quite the failure for quite many years. So if I can be successful, I know you can be successful. And I want you to be. I want you to join me here at the Emerald City. Come to Oz. It's a wonderful place. It's work, but it's a wonderful place to be. And I am there. I will be there cheering you on down that yellow brick road. You'll meet me I will be your scarecrow, your tin man, and your cowardly lion, all dressed up to meet you and help you make your way to Oz, because we all need to be there. We all should be there, and we all want to be there, and we all are going to be there. Think positively. All right, people, I am heading out. I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, if you want to give it a thumbs up, I always say give it a thumbs up. Like, maybe you don't want to give it a thumbs up. But if you would like to give it a thumbs up, I'd appreciate it. And if you'd like to subscribe, I would appreciate that as well. And if you'd like to hit that notification bell, let you know when I upload and go live, I would appreciate that as well. I don't want to sit there and tell you to do it, because I think we all just say that, give it a thumbs up. Like, well, what if you don't like it? You don't have to. I'd like you to, but have a wonderful day.